Greetings. Um, this video is a recap of what happened today in the Sandbox, and I want to show you what some of the students joined me to do, which is to create the task in the World History Distance Learning Week 1 task list. So we are at task 4, 5, and 6. That's 4, 5, and 6. And in task 4, 5, and 6, the goal is to put together a visual representation, a visual product that basically defends the claim that Stalin was a totalitarian. So what we are doing is I asked you to read, to watch a video, and to learn from slides about Stalin. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the reading. The reading is right here, Joseph Stalin. You will receive all of this in the email when I send you the completed video. You also will receive the Google slide presentation, and I want to thank Bob Raymond for actually producing this. It was pretty well suited for continuing our study and creating our project. So there's much information inside of here that will allow you to simply complete the product for this week. And there's a video. And let's take just a few seconds here to watch this video at the beginning, because what the beginning is really important. And you can just play it.
Hi, my name is Paul Sargent. Welcome once again to European History. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the rise of totalitarian dictatorships. The big picture here is the Great Depression created a situation where people look for simple answers, and those answers were increasingly provided by regimes that wanted to take complete control of the entire society. So to start off with...
So what I did is taught the students how to use closed captioning. If you click on the video here, closed captioning will appear. And if you want to increase or decrease the speed of the video, you can go to playback speed underneath the gear, which is right here. Click on that gear, and let's just go to normal when he talks about the most important part here.
We want to look at the characteristics of a totalitarian dictatorship. First of all, you're going to have a dynamic leader. This is someone that people are going to look to kind of rally behind. Secondly, they're going to establish one-party rule inside their country. In other words, they're going to outlaw all other parties once their party comes to power. Thirdly, you're going to have the ideology of submission to the state. In other words, everything should be completely about the state itself, not about the individual. And every decision people make should be towards making the state better. Number four, the regime will seek to control all aspects of individuals' lives completely. Number five, they're going to try to control all aspects of society so that society revolves around the party and the state and politics. Number six, they're going to use very sophisticated methods of enforcement, including secret police of some sort and military force. And finally, they're going to use technology to solidify their control, especially new technologies of radio.
Okay, so now that we've taken a look at what...
So what I did is I paused the video there, and I came up to this slide here, which is the second slide, and I'll make that larger, present it. So we have those 7 traits of totalitarianism. A dynamic leader who has unity and force, a dictatorship or one-party rule, the glorification of the state. Everything is about the state. Everyone should serve the state. The state is the highest of the highest importance over people, over freedom. The state controls individuals, loyalty, limits, and sacrifice. They expect people to be loyal to the state, loyal to the leaders. They limit individual freedoms and rights and speech, and they require the individuals living in the state to make a sacrifice for the state. state-controlled society that includes education, business, labor, religion, and the methods of enforcement are censorship, indoctrination, persecution, and outright terror. You're going to see many pictures inside of the PowerPoint of bodies just piled up because of the terror that Stalin reaped on Russia and the Soviet Union. Propaganda, media, and advanced military weapons are all part of the use of modern technology. So you're going to be looking for evidence as you go through the reading, through the video, and again through this power slide, which basically outlines the evidence that Stalin was a totalitarian. I'm going to escape from here. I'm going to go back to the video, and what I did is go to 10 minutes 14 seconds. If you go forward here, and now you're going to get the information about Stalin.
I'm going to start to pay attention to what's going on in the country, and the problem is really economics with a communist system. And so in 1921, so with the loss of Lenin, we have a power struggle between two guys, Stalin and Trotsky. Now, he thought that with force and terror, anything could be done. And one of the ideas here was to collectivize farms. He would take all of the excess labor and move it to the cities. And the people out on the farms would then work the farms collectively. Lots of people were.
So there's good information in the video about Stalin. It also has Hitler and Mussolini. And it should be watched in its entirety. Again, if you want to speed it up and watch it a little bit faster, just click on play speed.
One thing he used to do this was a non-military but military-like group known as his black shirts.
Now, these black shirts were really ex-soldiers and students who really enjoyed unrestrained violence here. And he used them, and by 1921, we're talking about 200,000 people. He used them to deliberately create disorder.
So you can see that this whole video is about totalitarians in Europe at the time. Finally, we were taught that if you turn on and go to closed caption, go to closed captioning and pull up here. No. If you go to, the gear, you can go to annotations, and you can turn on the annotations, and it'll put up here things that are inside the video. And for subtitles and closed captioning, you can have it done in English. You can also auto-translate. There's a lot of options in there. You can learn about them. It makes it easier to watch videos as you go through the course. All right. So let's get to what we're trying to do today. We are establishing that Stalin is a totalitarian, and by establishing that, we want to provide evidence that he meets the 7 conditions that we see in totalitarian societies. So ideology, control of individuals, methods of enforcement include terror and the secret police, the use of modern technology. In Stalin's case, it was mostly radio, but also there were posters and other media, state control of society, the dictatorship and one-party rule, the dynamic leader who is able to unite the people and basically becomes almost like godlike. They used to write songs to Stalin and poems about him. And then finally, ideology, setting goals for the state, clarifying the aims of the state, and anybody who disagrees with those is considered an enemy of the state. So we put this together. What we did is we dropped in this piece from if you go down to the end of your first email, all of the resources that were used in that email are down here. So you can open up different parts, and you'll see the key traits of totalitarianism. You can make a copy of that. Now, I am going to include this in the information from the Sandbox. And some of you say, wow, it's just too much for me to do. You want to finish up the dictatorship, one-party rule, and modern technology down here and call it for the week. I'm okay with that. You're more than welcome to do that. I just need to see that you are doing that. Now, I will let you know that in order to complete one of these, you're going to have to come over here to the shapes, do a call out, dump the call out in, make the call out, put the call out connected with this little yellow part here, and click on it. You just got that little yellow thing. Where is it? Why is it not doing that? There it is. Finally gave to me, and you put it over here. And then what you do is you need to come up and change the color and make it that golden to match the color in the color scheme of the model. And then you need to put in a text box up here inside of it where you will go and find evidence that there was one party rule. Now let's just go back to the reading, and let's type in single party. No, let's type in party, and there are 9 cases. 9 cases of party. So let's go down and became involved in the Bolshevik Party. We're looking for the Communist Party. Party. There you go. Communist Party. Stalin showed capable leadership. It was mainly because Lenin's favor that Stalin gained additional power in the Communist Party. That's not quite there yet. Boom. And if you just keep following the trend down here, you will find Stalin basically ruled without significant obstacles to his authority. His first priority is to create a communist state that Lenin and the Bolsheviks had once envisioned. In 1929, he ordered the first of many 5-year plans. So let's just take that little piece of evidence there, copy, and let's come back into the model and click here, and then click there and hit paste, and it comes out the dictatorship without significant obstacles. That works really well in that place. But the thing is, I'm not really going to do this all for you, so I wanted to show you how to. I'm going to delete it and delete it. You guys can figure this out by reading and following through. Know that I'm also sending you a video with this reading being read aloud. So if you're having an issue with that, if you know how to use read and write, you can actually click on the document itself and click over here on the reader, on the read and write, and it'll read it for you. It just won't do it for me. but it will read for you. The one I'm sending you, you should be able to have it read aloud, and there will also be a video of it being read aloud. So you don't have any excuses for not doing the reading. So first, do the reading. Second, watch the 4 or 5 minutes of the video. Third, open up the PowerPoint and read the PowerPoint, and you will find that you will have sufficient information to finish the project, research and write project for this week. When you're through, you'll take a screenshot of it and post it online. So thank you for joining me in the Sandbox. The Sandbox is a place where I'm going to try to make people feel comfortable about getting things done. And you need to come here when you think you need me. The Sandbox meets from 2:30 to 3:30 every Monday. There is a link inside my Google Calendar. So if you look in Google Calendar over here, you will see where I said schedule for office hours. You can click on office hours, and there I am. And you could sign up on Mondays for World History Office Hours. You could also send me an email, and I will work with you at another time. So I'm asking that you please take this time to work on the research and writing assignment, which is tasks 4 through 6 this week. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all your effort, and stay safe and healthy.